Hello everyone, I'm Quietly Gaming and welcome. We are going to be doing the start of the Bard class here because I want to do a macro. So I was going to wait and do this later, but we're not. And we're going to just do it. So we're just going to do the opening and then I'll tack it on to when I do the rest later on. Alright, let's go ahead. Well met, Quietly. Would that we had the time for banter, but we're all up in arms here. Yet another XIV dirigible has been spotted in the XIVs, you see. Their reappearance calls to my mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. While I say battle, most are agreed that massacre would be the most apt avenue. The Exil dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around that time of year, it was more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget about it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest, of teachers, and few things drive a woman better than its sting. But do let's speak of cheerier matters. Mayhaps you already heard, but a renowned archer has recently returned to the Wild Twelveswood, and one they call the God's Bow. That's just the title, of course. His name is Jehentel, and he was once the God's Quiver. Once the God's Quiver, the man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Jehentel was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the God's Bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meeting haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Jehentel has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. Though it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems extremely keen to teach us all about them. So few of us were tempted to take him up on his offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intel to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather better charging into battle with a quiver than a harp. And here we were hoping that transcendent master of the bow might be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, I'd wager you have an interest in that self-same poetry and song. Come now. There is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. But you would present yourself as a pupil to Jehentel. I happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand that he has made his camp somewhere west of Quarry Mill in the South Shroud. Jehentel is an agreeable sort of fellow, and should be willing enough to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Jehentel's confidence, mayhaps he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck. Alright, let's go take a peek. Let's go take a peek and find our God's Bow. Alright, here we are. We found our God's Bow, Godbowman person. So we're gonna give him a chat. Ooh, he's got a heart. Ah, another guest. You're kind to pay me a visit, young one. Naught gives us elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Naught gives us elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Add to this steaming pot of tea and the beauty of the Twelveswood, and we could want for little more. Ah, but the curl of your lip tells me that tea and century are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it. In which case, I'm afraid to disappoint. I must disappoint you quietly. Quietly, was it? Yes, yes. I am the one they call the God's Bow, but that was in another life. I have cast aside my bow, taking instead the harp to my breast. For years I have lived as a bard, going forward, going wherever the wind blows, excluding in the excluding in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have the eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one, and you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you may count yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet, know the virtuosity is worthless without virtue. Aye, the words of the ballad of the vainglorious fool tell us this much. You truly wish to remain and learn poetry and verse? Well. I must admit to being rather taken aback. In uncertain days such as these, there are few indeed who would devote their time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself grown curious as to how melodies of old might find expression. I do believe a certain friend of mine would be of a self-same opinion. And that would be as good a place of any to begin. Listen well quietly. There is a Moogle named Pukno Poki who can oft be found wandering this area situated east of here. I would have you present yourself to him. Poki is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. If he sees potential in you, I should be well satisfied that you indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me. Husant Althic. Turn thee over the hourglass of time that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Alright, let's go find this Moogle. Alright, we have found Pokey. Let's chat with Pokey. Kuparg! How could this have happened? It was so embarrassing. A blunder of the ages, Kupo. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? That's a rare talent, I'll allow. But you've caught me at a bad time, Kupo. Now be a good adventurer and show yourself out. Gentel, you say? You should have said so sooner, Kupo. You do know that Gentel is no ordinary bard, yes? His songs can salve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They are to banish your fears and fill you with hope, and that is not even scratching the surface. Why, to hear him perform is like bathing in sunbeams, Kupo. I've asked, begged, and pleaded more times than I care to count for Gentel to stay and sing in the forest. Only now has he deigned to set foot here again, but he refuses to sing for us. That's a ballad breach of promise, Kupo. That's a blatant breach of promise, Kupo. But what's this? Why, you're being resonant with a chord similar to Gentel's, perhaps even identical, Kupo. By the 12's this means that things may yet turn out to be planned. Why, you might even have it in you to surpass the man. That's saying a lot, Kupo. Gads, your coming had me so excited. My predicament nigh escaped my mind. There's a charm that I had meant to give to Gentel, you see, but it was stolen as I napped, Kupo. I roused just in time to espy the thief and attempted to give chase. Alas, drowsiness robbed me of my balance, and I was delayed by this tree. Last I saw of the overbold brigade, he, or possibly she, was scurrying towards Tinker's Rot, Kupo. Now I realize we've only just met, but would you mind recovering the charm and delivering it to Gentel in my steed? Nice. Alright, let's go find this out. Let's go find this thing. say, all of the fetch quests in ARR are kind of dumb. Alright. We've gone and gotten Pokies. We've gone and gotten Pokies things, so we're gonna go ahead and talk to him. Have you received the charm? Have I recovered the charm? I did recover the charm. You did it, Kupo. Please, you must now deliver this to Gentel. Tell him that Poki thinks him a cunning rogue, but it is excited nonetheless. So excited, in fact, he could not help but sing. Alright, let's go all the way back to the person, and we'll figure that out. Alright, we have returned to our dude. And we have brought him a charm from Poki. Oh, Poki. We'll go back quietly. You have a charm and a message from me from Poki, you say? I do. There you go. Cunning rogue I am. I suppose I must explain. Poki and I go back a long way. So when first I took up the harp, I made a promise to him then, one that I have yet to make good on. Poki has long desired that I remain in the 12's Wood to sing for the rest of my days. Regrettably, I have been ill able to oblige him. Duty called, you see. I had battlefields to stand upon and comrades to protect. Over an event came to pass that rendered my being in the 12's Wood problematic. I thought that by taking eager souls such as you under my wing, mayhaps I could suffice to appease Poki. Of course, he saw straight through my little ruse. What the Moogles lack is grace. They apt make up for in wit. The creatures are great lovers of song. That you return with this charm is proof positive of his high regard of your potential as bard and archer both. The charm is a crystal known as the soul of the bard. Poki asked that you bring it to me, but he meant for you to have it. It is a gift from Moogles, bestowed upon those they deemed worthy of walking the path of the true bard. The soul of the bard harbors memories of the past, verses and infrains sung by the bards of old. If you gain in worldly experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, imbuing your soul with powers untold. Now, it may surprise you to hear this, that bowmen and bards are as necks of kin, but by the same token, mastery of song is dependent upon one's prowess as an archer. The sense in this will be lost upon you at first, but in time the realization will dawn that bow and harp around, but stringing instruments played by the same hand. Go now quietly, and let your body and soul drink deep the melodies of old. When next we meet, I hope to see a fully fledged bard standing before me, one who exceeds even Poki's wildest expectations. That glint of determination in your eyes is a testament to your newfound strength. You put me in mind of my salad days, quietly. Huh? You would know why I truly abandoned the battlefield and became a bard? That I took an arrow to the knee is what most folks believe, but it is quite clear that you are not most folk. Very well. I shan't insult your intelligence with an untruth. For now, allow me to answer by saying that everything in creation is given to change, and man most of them all. I was drawn to the power of the song, the power of touch, the power to touch the very soul of men, and decided that I must pursue it. Sadly, that power has been all but forgotten in this age of cynicism. Such songs as those performed by tavern bards serve no purpose beyond the amusement of drunkards. But that was not always the way. There was a time when song could shape the outcome of conflict. Ever since nations first quarreled, armies have fielded archers wherewith they rained death upon the enemy from afar. As the battle unfolded, however, the distinction between the lines of friend and foe would grow hazy. Yet the archer's part did not end there. He had to stay ever alert with arrow notched and eyes trained upon the struggle. Even as his comrades fell, turned the earth red with their blood, the archer could ill afford to avert his gaze, lest that moment cost another his life. One need not be a vivid one need not have a vivid imagination to appreciate the torrent of emotions that raged within him in that moment. Nerves near to fraying, his breast fit to burst, the archer did the only thing he could. He sang. His bow became a makeshift instrument, plucked as an accompaniment. At first the archer sang only to still the roiling within, but his voice chanced to carry to his comrades. It inspirited those engaged in combat, leading strength to their sword arms, and so those who lay upon the precipice of death, it granted a measure of peace. Realizing the tactical potential of song, yet loath to set aside skilled archers for the purpose, armies began raising dedicated regiments of minstrels. But the members of such units were no warriors quietly. Fair of voice and nimble of finger, these career minstrels could find a place in the hall of any lord. And yet they knew not of the burden borne by those who charged into battle, those whose lot is to dance with death and sup on pain, and so their songs rang hollow, holding no power over the hearts of man. In eastern Lanoska, spirits are said to haunt the trees of the Raincatcher Gully. I would ask you to travel there and await the emergence of these specters. Through force of arms, you are to release the spirits from their tormented existence, and, in doing so, ease their unfathomable suffering. With such a deed might you draw forth an ancient melody from the soul of the bard. Okay. So we're going to defeat some spirits. Where is... I guess Wineport is going to be the closest one for us. That's not bad. It's not too far. Oh, this way. I'm running into things. Eventually, I will get to the point where, where am I going this? I will finish MSQ of a Realm Reborn, and I'll be able to fly through all of this. For now, we just we're gonna jog our way over there. Getting our steps in, everyone. Go this way. I remember this map, liking this map. I like these flower things. But I don't remember much else about this map. I know we come back to this map, I think, later on in the MSQ. If I'm not wrong. But that, I am, like, terribly behind in the MSQ, so, I'm gonna be doing some of that as well tonight, which will be good. I wanted to progress a little bit with Bard before I did that, though. Wanted to progress a little bit with Bard so that I can unlock some of my Bard skills. Oh, someone must be down there killing them. Or they're being attacked by something else. Nice. Okay, so go ahead and go back to our master over here. Over yonder. Yonder. Run on over here. Try to get as much of this bard stuff out of the way as I can right tonight. Welcome back, Wiley. In your eyes, I see a layer of understanding. Oh, shoot. Of regret and of futility. And in your heart, it now echoes with the strain of an old song newly discovered. Embrace this song, and as you play it in battle, ever more powerful emotions beset and temper your soul. When your stock of tales has grown, pray return and regale me with stories of your adventures. Thanks. Nice. Tis good to see you return quietly, and more seasoned still for your time in the world. Call me a spoony bard, but as a man in the winter of his years, it gives me great joy to observe an adventure in the spirit of hers. In the spring of hers. This is an odd time for recollection, but it was a spring day when a bard first came to my hometown. He played the most sorrowful chords, even as his words tantalized the ear with the breath of one's first love. Many a maiden's heart was stolen during his visit, and doubtless more besides. Quietly, would you believe that common bards too were born of archers? This may soon seem far-fetched upon first hearing, but it isn't so far-fetched. Ask yourself this. What becomes of soldiers when conflict gives way to peacetime? Some have lives they might return to, but most must needs take up a new trade to make ends meet. Well, it so happened that many who had once bent the bow took to strumming the harp. They wandered the realm, singing passionately and earnestly of the wars as best through their own eyes, of sweet victories and bitter defeats, of sacrifice and cowardice. Their songs so captured the imagination of people. Nary a day passed the bard was not called to perform, be it in a humble tavern or some great lord's hall. Alas, their popularity proved their downfall. Intoxicated by the attention of the masses, the bards took to embellishing their songs in a bid to outdo one another, and over time each song was shorn of verity, till the bard's repertoire contained not one shred of truth. But now you will know that such songs have no purchase upon men's hearts. Certainly, a bawdy tune may set off fits of laughter in a sailor, and a sorrowful ballad summon tears from the eyes of a soft-hearted maiden. Yet these are but pale shadows of what songs can achieve. For a blessing, this decline did not escape the notice of Mughals. As great patrons of the art, they feared the true power of song might be lost to mankind. So it was their labor to gather and safeguard these crystals, known as souls of the bard, that they might be bestowed upon worthy men and women. Now, well, as I know you relish listening to my sermons, I dare say it's past time we moved on to the practical side of the lesson. I know I have mentioned this previously, but tell me, Are you perchance familiar with the ballad of the Veil Glorious Fool? Nope. No. Can't say that I am. Nay, well, that won't do at all. We must remedy this post-haste. The song counts the massacre of Griffin Crossing, a battle that took place decades past, wherein countless Gridanians' lives came to a premature end. But do forgive me. I seem to have mistaken the proper order of things. Before I begin, I must be convinced that the point of the tale will not be lost upon you. Elsewise, I have wasted my breath in the telling of it. Now, heed well these instructions. You must make your way to Welwick Woods, where resides a mated pair of owled goats that have but recently lost a kid. The pair have been driven mad with grief, and only death will put an end to the uncontrolled rampages. Linger in their territory until you encounter the beasts, then let fly your arrows of mercy. As you liberate them from their sorrows, so too shall your soul resonate with the echoes of the poignant melody. Alright. Is it up there? I think it is up there. Okay, but how do we get up there? Man, it is raining. Okay. I guess we... Is this what I'm supposed to be killing? They are mourning. Oh, I'm... Nice. I like this. I'm a bit confused with the double mourning, triple mourning. Look! It just repeats. It just keeps on repeating. Wait, am I going the right way? I don't know if I'm going the right way. Okay. I guess we're just gonna pretend like it's not just on repeat there, and we did them a mercy, and they're not gonna keep respawning over and over again. Hello. Welcome back, Wiley. I can almost hear the cries of the morning that have seared themselves into your soul. That you remain unbowed by such anguish is a testament to your spirit's fortitude. Yet even as your heart swells to contain these new experiences, you must not neglect your skills with a bow. A resilient heart must needs have a robust body in order to beat. Once you have trained both to equal strength, then I shall perform for you the ballad of the Vainglorious Fool. I've done the thing. I'm strong. I'm strong, sir. I promise. Hi. Hi. I am... Welcome back, Wiley. By your tranquil countenance, it is plain that both your body and soul are in readiness of the next stage of your journey. Very well. The time is right that I teach you the ballad of the vainglorious fool. The song tells the tale of an archer of the god's quiver whose peerless skill was surpassed only by his hubris. Alas, that hubris led to the annihilation of his entire regiment at the battle, which has come to be known as the Massacre of Griffin Crossing. Ahem. I'm not singing this, guys. I'm not singing this. Standing guard in dead of night, an archer wary of the sight, drunk on pride and starved of glory, forsook his post to claim glory. 10 scorn yalms had the archer crept, when shrieks rang out, whence his comrades slept. For he was not there to see the knives, nor to ring the bell and save friends' lives. That's kind of dark and weary. Tell me quietly, what lessons can be learned from this tale? But hold that thought. What your tongue claims to understand interests me not. For before I'd sooner have you demonstrate the fruits of your learning with bow in hand. This time, however, you shall have the pleasure of my company. I would have you escort me to the Gellamora ruins in the North Shroud. It is there that some few fallen from the massacre of Griffin Crossing have been laid to rest. Pray honor this place of remembrance with a bouquet of lilies. Heed me, O puissant not gonna do it. Cast thee back the reins of the ferment, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna go see the ruins and where these graves are. And okay, we're not gonna read that. We did learn a little bit about Gelmora when we were playing through the Conjurers storyline, which is also going to be on the YouTube. And I'm thinking about doing like a little history type lesson on it. I think that would be really fun, like a history video on Gelmora ruins, because basically what happened is a long time ago, the 12's Wood, the elements of the 12's Wood did not, they did not want anyone to trespass in their forest. And so, everyone in Gridania at that time, all of our ancestors of Gridanian history, they basically lived underground in the big subterranean city of Gelmora. So that's a little bit of history on the things. Obviously, I would do more research on it. Yeah. The enemy van. Oh. Oh no. Oh, he can't. Maybe this is why he refused to battle. I cannot. Oh no, the poor guy. Why? Why do I still draw breath? Don't worry, bud. We'll keep you safe. I'm pretty sure he's holding, are they called relics? That a sin of the past would beget another. Forgive me quietly. He's leaving? He's running? The fuck? Okay. Let's go ahead and put some dots and condies on all these guys first. Condies are gonna kill those ones. Go ahead and layer some stuff on here. We can probably just kill this guy and not worry about the others. Nice, good. Let's go find our mentor. He decided to ditch us mid-fight. Nice. Fantastic. As you have doubtless noticed, I am no longer capable of wielding a bow. I, whom they call the god's bow. I had hoped that the years would take the edge off the memories, but I hoped in vain. Absolution does not come so easily. Heed me well quietly, for I shall reveal all to you. The man sung of in the ballad of the vainglorious fool, whose hubris doomed an entire regiment, he and I are one and the same. Being no stranger to the bow, you will know that the archer's role in battle is that of support. His charge is to thin out the enemy line that his comrades might gain ground in the field of battle. By that most basic of criteria, I was unfit to hold a bow from the first. Aw, poor guy. I mean, I would be haunted by that kind of shit too. You know what I mean? In my pride and lust for glory, I sent countless souls to a bloody grave. Good men and women, all, with loved ones and bright futures awaiting them. I lost the will to live that day, becoming an empty husk of a man, tormented in sleep and wakefulness both by the memories of my crime. But the gods were not without mercy. They gifted me with song, that I might find a measure of solace in my wretched existence. Dude, that's rough. A new melody resounds within you, I see, though this aught was rather far departed from what I had in mind. It still bore fruit gives me comfort. On that note, let us conclude the lesson. I dare say I have no cause to worry that you will repeat the self-same mistake as the vainglorious fool. Quietly, I would be alone for a while. Take yourself back to camp. I shall make my own way there presently. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can do that. The empathy unlocks something melody within you. Alright. Let's Go talk with our teacher. He's going through a lot right now, guys. We gotta be there for him. We gotta pat him on the back. Say, you know, you did something stupid. But everybody does some stupid stuff sometimes. And what's done, it's done. The only thing that matters now is the deeds that you're gonna do to make up for that. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. Hello, sir. I'm glad to see you safely returned, though I rasp my voice hoarse through the saying of it. I cannot tell you enough times how much I regret dragging you into such danger. And yet there is more I would ask of you. If you would do me the kindness of lending your ear, then pray speak now. Sure. Sure, why not? You will listen to my request, though you know me for the vainglorious fool I am. I am humbled. The boon I ask of you is simple. I would have you sing for me. Sure, I'll sing for him. Not actually. I won't actually sing, but I'll read the lines. Oh, never mind. I sang for him, guys. Did you see? It was a glorious performance. If you didn't hear it, then just missed out. You know what I mean? Yeah. A heartfelt performance, masterfully delivered. You have come far in such a short time, my young apprentice. Hearing your song this day, I am convinced that you are well on your way to surpassing me, as bard and archer both. Soon there will be naught left for me to impart to you. Quietly, you have proven yourself worthy of the consecrated garments worn by the true bards of old to honor the keeper. I speak of the choral attire. The attire was entrusted to me when Pukno-Poki and I first met, deep within the 12's-wood. The Moogle and I had traded scarce more than a handful of words when he proffered me to the attire along with the soul of the bards. At that time I knew not the true power of song, and so declined the gift, but Pukno-Poki would not be denied. For all his good humor, the Moogle can be unmoving as a rock. The attire chooses the wearer, not the other way around, he insists, and I found myself yielding to his will. In mastering the verses of war, I won acclaimed beyond my wildest dreams upon the battlefield, and, for the time, I was well pleased. Alas, my lust for glory knew no bounds. The consequences which you are already aware. It was in the wake of the massacre of Griffin Crossing, stricken with guilt. I wanted naught more than the earth to open up, to swallow me whole. I had lost the will to live, and I was too craven to end myself. And so I took to wandering aimlessly, in search of a place to die, far away from the judging eyes of men. Delusioned with the power of song, I committed an act of folly. I scattered the choral attire across the realm. If truly the attire chooses its wearer, I challenged, then let it find its way back to me. Determined that I would not be proven wrong, I went to the greatest pains to ensure the attire would never again see the light of day, and the pieces now rest in places of peril. Being the proud fool I was, it never crossed my mind that mayhaps another was meant to don it. I would entrust the choral attire to you quietly, but as you can see, you must needs brave the dangers to claim it. I shall mark its whereabouts on your map, but I can afford you no further aid beyond that. I am deeply sorry that my folly of years past has entailed this burden upon you. But Elthic works in mysterious ways. In his wisdom, it may be that he has sent this trial to test your spirit. I mean not for my sentiments to encumber you, But I am convinced that you are the one chosen by the courtorial attire. But pray do not take this as a license for complacency. Trials wouldn't be called such if they failed to tax one's abilities. Stay ever on your toes quietly. I would have you return whole of body and bearing the 4 pieces of my surrendered raiment. Heed me, O puissant Alkin. Reverse thee the seasons turning, and we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Nice. Okay. Half stone. You go here first. We're just gonna go down the list. We're gonna get all the pieces. We're gonna collect them up. We're gonna throw them on, and then we're gonna show up with him and be like, hey, look, Mr. Moo, you did the thingy-majiggy, and now you should praise us and give us head pats, because obviously that's what we want from our mentors. We want lots of head pats and praise, and yeah, obviously. All right, I'm gonna narrow this down though, because I don't think it needs to be so big. It just needs to show us a little bit of the way, right? Ooh, we're crossing the gate. We will also be here at some point. At some point in the near future, I believe. Can't really remember, to be honest, when we're here, but we're here at some point. Nice, our food is about to wear off. So, do that. Ooh. Not bad. Let's see, it's over here somewhere? Ah. Braid sack. Okay. 1. Alright. Okay. So we gotta go through this. And then it's gonna be like on the left-hand side of This is a nice little place. This would be very peaceful. If it was like in real life, with the music, with the birds chirping. Run! Head. Yikes. Run! Maybe I can out of combat. I think we just have to run for it, folks. Ooh, we gotta go to a place we haven't been yet. That's big. Hopefully this is in the right direction. We go in here? Yeah. Oh god, the jumping in this game is atrocious. Okay. Looks like we're going in the right direction. Oh. Okay, so this is somewhere we go in the MSQ later on, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, everything's stronger than me now. Or, has a higher, like, armor level than me, at the very least. Not for long, though, once I start equipping these babies. Level 45, yeah. Oh, they're nearly maxed. Big. Go ahead and attune to this. Okay, then we get mount back up. We make a run for it. Because we have to go all the way over here. This is a dungeon. Is this? I think this is the MXQ dungeon, isn't it? Yeah. If I remember correctly, I believe it is. Over here? No, it's not. Hello, Earth Sprite. Excusez-moi. Oh, I need to go up? I need to go up. I need to go up. We're going up in the world. Up the cliff, that is. Ain't no... Me up. Fuck. Said we were going up in the world, folks. We weren't going up in the world. We were going back down in the world. Sometimes when you get too big for your britches, you jump right off the ledge. Okay, we're not gonna... Huh? Wait. Did anyone else see that? It's me? Me then? Oh shoot, we gotta go all the way back in there. Like, all the way back in there. Oh god. I think I did this when I was flying last time. Oh god, this is gonna be pain in the butt. I'm so bad with mazes, you guys. Okay. No, this is fine. This will be fine. We will do just fine. I gotta pep myself up. I gotta pep talk myself. We'll be fine. No problem at all. Yep, we just go this way. we go this way, and then we go this way, and then we can go this way around this little thing here, and then we go this way. Oh, this is a cute little place. And then we go up. Yep. No! No! Leave me alone! Then we go up. Run from the dream toad! And then we go this way. Yeah! They're attacking! Yeah! There we go. And there we go. Run! We try not to aggro all of this stuff. Okay, okay, we made it. We made it. We made it. We made it, guys. We made it. Okay. Okay, so we've got the armor pieces here. Nice. Hi. We did the thing. So you have returned. Sound of body and mind, I trust, and you bear the 4 parts of the choral attire. I knew you for the true owner of these garments ere I heard your song. Since the day we met, your determination has reminded me of much that I have lost, and would have again. I have at last settled my heart on a matter that has plagued me for some decades. When my preparations are complete, you shall know of my decision. Until then, may your song lift the spirits of your allies, and your arrows seek the hearts of your foes. Nice. Wait, so this is level 50, right? Yeah, so this is the last one for the ARR Bard story, and then we go on to the Heavensward stuff, which is really cool. You have done well, my young apprentice. In returning with the choral attire, you have reaffirmed my faith in you. I see no further reason to withhold from you the existence of the final piece in the set, piece that has brought us together. Listen well quietly. When I put down my bow, I vowed never again to set foot in the 12's wood. That I now forsake my oath is for no other reason than to impart my knowledge on one who would succeed me. Lest you wondered why I should deem that so important, permit me to relate to you an event which brought about a great change in me. My most recent journey has taken me to Ul'dah, where I found myself ambling through the marketplace early one morn. Browsing the wares on display, mine eyes were met with a relic from my past, a piece of the choral attire that I had discarded decades before, countless malms away. I found at once that it was not mere chance that it had reunited me with it, and put forth the coin with nary a pause. Holding the garments in hand, I resolved to find a worthy heir to my legacy. Alas, no sooner had I arrived in the 12's wood than I found myself mobbed by archers seeking to hone their skills. Amongst those who came, not a one showed the least interest in poetry and verse. Slowly discouraged and regretting my decision, I made to strike camp and leave the 12's wood once more, never to return. It was then that you appeared, young one. When you expressed your desire to learn song, I could scarce contain my joy. Looking back, I am fully convinced that our meeting had been preordained. Your coming has instilled me with the courage to attend that matter of which I spoke earlier. I am ready. Ready to make the pilgrimage to the scene of my regiment's demise. Ever since that fateful day, I have been haunted by visions of my fallen comrades, torment graven upon their blood-stained faces. Lost to hope, but too craven to end my own life, I wandered the land aimlessly seeking a place to die, but the heavens denied me even that. Yet just when to seek that despair would draw me wholly into its black abyss, ever to emerge again, the melody resounded within me. It was then that I awakened to the power of song and found new purpose in life. I embarked upon a journey to master such a verse as would bestow peace upon the fallen, that I may lay the tortured souls of my comrades to rest. It has taken long years, but now I believe I can offer a requiem worthy of my comrades. To do so, however, I require one last favor of you, quietly. Would have you escort me to the west of the observatorium in Porthis Central Highlands. Porthis Central Highlands. It is there that we shall find the scene of my regiment's demise. Your presence kindles within me a courage I had thought lost. I would have none other by my side as I undertake this pilgrimage. Now, as I enter the most daunting stage of my life. Once you arrive, I ask that you pay your respects with another bouquet of Numelia lilies. When my requiem is sung, you shall have the final piece of the choral attire. Hey. Heed me, O persant Althic. Reverse thy the dance of the stars athwart the night sky, and we might, sir, ease the suffering of the souls long departed. All right, let's go. I'm ready. Okay. Let's go. I'm ready for this thing that we're gonna do that's gonna be really sad because it was a massacre and that's never fun, but we're gonna do it anyway. Dog. You know, we might as well just like place an inventory. And then equip this stuff. Okay. I'm ready. Officially. I like the Porthis music. I like the music on this map. It's very, very good. Oh, who am I kidding? The music on all of the Final Fantasy maps are very, very good. Who the heck am I kidding? Okay. Let's see. Aw. Oh? We're surrounded, and our foes seem disinclined to listen to parley. We must survive this quietly. You must survive this quietly. My soul is overburdened with the death of too many dear companions. No problem. We'll hit them with the bing bang boop, and then they'll be gone, right? Go ahead and put some quantity dicking damage on them. Not what I wanted to do. It looks like this is the guy that I just need to focus on killing. Can I? Oh! Run! Nice. We did it. Quietly, without you, I would not be standing here this day. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, my friends. I have kept you waiting over long. Hey, he did it! He drew the bow! The keeper be praised, I can wield the bow once more. It was you, young one, who helped me to remember how. I had known this for some time, but your presence is as a salve for the wounds of my soul. Your coming has delivered me from the nightmares of my past. My worthy successor, to you I entrust the final piece of the coral attire. Don it, and go forth to fill the hearts of men with courage and purpose. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. though the season may turn, bending a man's back and dimming his eyes. So long as there is life, there is reason to hope. Thank you quietly for showing me the truth of this. For the blood of my comrades upon my hands, to simply draw breath racked me with such a guilt as I could not bear. But the time for mourning is past. I shall take up bow once more and lend that aid I can to the gods' quiver, in fighting for those who are yet alive. I do my fallen comrades the greatest honor. Yeah. I mean, you're kind of getting old, but that's okay. You can do it. Yet another melody resounds within you, I see. Then there is not more I can impart to you. As equals, let us together give praise to life and all the joy that it brings. Yes, let's sing in the storm. Me. Edo person to Alec. Turn thy over the hourglass of time, that we might something in thine exalt name we sing, that living may savor and departed no true peace. There we go. Yeah. Nailed it. Yes. What can I say? I nailed it. I thank you again quietly. You have blessed this old fool with a gentle touch of salvation. Your zeal waits. Go forth now and inspire endless hope and courage with the beauty of your song. May we one day meet again. Yay, we got the last piece. Oh, level 90. Holy shit, wait. This concludes the Bard quest in Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next Bard quest will be available from our mentor, whose name I'm not gonna try to pronounce. But can put that there, and we can use this. This does. Ooh, 50. Nice. Okay, so then we go here, we go here, and we go beep, and we go like that. Interesting gear. I don't know which one I like better. I think they're both kind of weird, but that's fine. We're gonna put all of this stuff back. Actually, I think I kind of like this hat, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I kind of like that hat, so we're gonna keep the hat. Nice. Okay. I think we're gonna end up getting rid of this stuff. Maybe we could turn that stuff in. So that's it. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. It ended up being probably just one episode. I'm gonna upload this baby on YouTube, and that's gonna be that. But yeah, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me for the first part of the Bard's story. Stay tuned as we do the rest of the playthroughs of the classes, as well as the actual MSQ. That's all going up, and then on my other YouTube, we're going to get story recaps and stuff like that. So all of this stuff that was in this episode specifically, it will be condensed down into one thing, and it will be a recap for people who don't want to actually play through the story. But anyway, yeah, that's it. And we will see you next time. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Subscribe, and join the Discord. Anyway, that's all for now. Bye.